Hello and thank you for watching today. We're going to be discussing how to remove the harvest saver from the shipping crate. Before we begin though, let's make sure that we have some safety items. First thing we're going to need is some safety glasses. You're going to also want a good set of gloves to protect your hands. The next thing that we're going to want to do is make sure that our machine is on a level floor and make sure that we have a good perimeter all the way around it, free of any trip hazards. The next thing we're going to need is some tools. Just a standard claw hammer would be good. We're going to also need a cordless drill or an impact drill. And then the third tool that we're going to need is actually located in this envelope here. Inside you'll find a little bag with a 3/8 nut driver inside. We're going to use that nut driver with our drill or our impact, and then we're going to go ahead and begin. First thing we're going to want to do is to remove the screws from the top here. And we only have a few in here just for the video, but normally there will be about 16 screws. After you've removed all the screws, we're going to just go ahead and take the top off. The next step is to remove the screws down the sides and then the one screw in the front here. Go ahead and remove that one first. We're going to repeat this step on the opposite side of the machine. Now that we've removed the screws from both sides, now the front, we're going to go ahead and remove the 5 from the bottom of that. Once you've removed the screws from the bottom, you can go ahead and remove the front. Now that the front has been removed, we're going to go ahead and start removing the sides. To do so, we're going to want to make sure and remove the screw on the back here. We'll remove that one first, and we'll leave this top screw in until we get all the other screws out. And then we're also going to leave this middle one here down at the bottom until we remove the top panel. We're going to go ahead and repeat this process on the opposite side. Again, leaving the top one in. Now we'll go ahead and remove this top. And then the bottom. Now that we have the sides removed, we're going to remove the back panel. It's going to be the same process that we used for the front panel, just the bottom 5 screws. Once you've removed the screws, go ahead and remove the back panel. Now that we've removed the back panel, you can see the power cord here. We're going to go ahead and remove the screws from the bracket that holds the power cord down. And those are located here and here. Once we've removed this bracket, we're going to just put this inside the exhaust to keep it out of our way. Now that we've removed the power cord, we're going to go ahead and remove the next 5 screws on this 2x4 from the right hand side of the machine. Now before we continue, we want to check to make sure that the front wheels are in the locked position. The front 2 wheels are the only ones that lock. You can see down here that this is the unlocked position and this is the locked position. We want to make sure that both of these are in the locked position. Once we've made sure of that, we can go ahead and remove the screws that hold on our shipping braces. Once we've removed those screws, I'll show you how to get those off of there. Just grab them and pull them away from the machine. If they're a little bit tough to move, just kind of wiggle them back and forth and they should come right out. I'm going to repeat this process on the back. Now before we continue, we want to make sure that we have an assistant to help us out. We're going to want to make sure that that person is on the back just to stabilize the unit as we remove the 4x4 from underneath. Before we begin removing the 4x4, just make sure that the door is in the latched position. And just to double check, you can always open it and make sure. Now we can remove the 4x4 from underneath the crate. To do that, we'll use our claw hammer. Just hit it in a sliding motion away from the crate. Make sure that the 4x4 is free from where you're going to be walking, especially as we go to remove the machine from the crate. So the next step is to unlock the front wheels. Unlock those. And then with 2 people, we'll just move it off of the crate and we'll let the machine, the weight of the machine, do the work for us. We don't want to try and push the crate down with our feet. We want to make sure that our hands and feet are clear. And that's how you remove a Harvest Saver from its shipping crate.